Welcome back. What is that, man?
Saints.
Oh, okay. Welcome back. We're gonna talk about now. We're gonna talk about the Texans and the Redskins. Texas 2-0, surprisingly. I mean, I guess that ain't a surprise, but they did beat two quality teams to get there. This team even most thing that impressed me is they were down 17 late in this game and they came back and won. Which is something they wasn't doing the last few years. They would always blow a 17-point lead. I didn't see this game either, but I guess I want to get you guys' thoughts about this game. Both quarterbacks threw for over 400 yards. Yeah. I still lost.
So did I.
The other thing is, just somebody give me some feedback on this game. What happened in this game?
I didn't really watch this game, but at least from what I've been hearing from post-game interviews, D'Angelo Hall, at least heard today on Jim Rome's show, was talking trash about Andre Johnson isn't that great. Well, Andre Johnson responded that, well, y'all were playing zone the whole time. So basically, we all know, the team's playing zone against you. Okay, there's always going to be a spot that's open.
What did Andre Johnson do in that game? He had like 12 catches.
Yeah, for 158 yards.
And he missed a quarter. He went out and left the game for a quarter, came back.
Yeah.
Same on D'Angelo Hall.
Actually, Matt Schaub had 497 yards.
I know.
He almost hit 5.
I know. I have him. I still lost.
Wow.
I should have had. I know who I should have had on the Texans. Neil freaking Rackers.
Oh yeah. Well, speaking of kicking, that's the point I want you guys thoughts about this rule.
That's funny.
I think this rule is just stupid. But once again, this game, the Redskins could have won the game with a field goal. With a field goal, Shanahan,
started the whole thing.
Shanahan was going to start that. They could have won the game with a field goal. He kicked it once, and QB called timeout right as he kicked it. Field goal was good. Of course, he came back and kicked it again. He missed it.
Well,
I think it's a stupid rule. I think they need to do away with that.
They should have been got rid of that.
Because somebody can get hurt if you keep the play going on. Once the ball is snapped, it's too late. There's nothing you can do.
It should be like that, yeah.
It's nothing you can do. That's the way I feel about it.
It should be like that, but to be fair, Grant Gano is from Florida State.
Oh, the guy missed the kicker
for the Redskins.
I guess the other thing you can look at is Donovan McNabb just can't win overtime.
I kind of question about the Redskins being a quality opponent, but I mean they're decent.
Well, yeah, I don't think they're a playoff team, but I mean you win on the road in DC. That's still a good win. I mean, the Texans wouldn't have won that game in the past, regardless of quality or not. All right, the other story is Chicago 2-0, Dallas now 0-2. Mike Martz, the genius, is he a genius? He's got this offense flowing color on a great day, no interceptions. I don't know about the Cowboys. To me, this game, I ain't gonna say they didn't play that bad, but it seemed like they just got beat. This game, it wasn't like last week when they beat themselves. This week, it seemed like they just got beat. Just want to get you guys' thoughts about the Bears. Is this team, are they for real? They 2-0?
I think that Denver of this year, they'll start off good and they'll fade and reality will set in. That's how I feel.
Did anybody see this game? Because I didn't see it either.
I didn't really.
Well, I know one thing, the Cowboys did have a lot of penalties. Once again, I heard them. And they're still criticizing criticism about they don't run the football enough. They got the three best backs in the league. And Romo and Jason Garrett still want to pass every down. Romo was given, I heard Romo today giving some quotes about the reason why they don't run the football that much, and he says their running game is ineffective.
Oh.
They had 19. They had 19 runs for 37 yards.
How many times did they pass?
51. Wow.
Yeah, but I think they just need to stick with it though. They need to.
Yeah.
Because the offensive line is more geared for run blocking as opposed to pass block, especially with the situation with the tackles. Like you got to bring Alex Barron in as your third tackle. Something is wrong.
All right. I guess the other game we're gonna talk about is I won't have it on the schedule, but I guess we got to go there once. I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. This is competitive. We didn't lose to the Saints like the Cardinals did.
Hey, that was in the playoffs.
Did
y'all see the playoffs?
It don't matter.
I smell any part of the playoffs.
I didn't see too much of this game, Monday night game, because I was in Toronto at the time. I saw a quarter, but I did like what I saw the Niners, but they did come back, made it a game.
Just
I
scored.
as soon as you scored with a minute left, I said I knew it was
scored too quick.
Too quick.
Yeah.
And I think the Saints proved in that game why they champs. It seems like when they have to make a play, somebody always seems to step up, and it's not just Drew Brees. It's not just Colson. It's somebody. Somebody on that team always seems to step up when the game is on the line.
Yeah, like you said, yeah, when they, we scored, we gave them too much time at the end, and they were able to march down and get the field goal. And they actually, did like they're supposed to do, waited till there's like a few seconds on the clock and kicked the field goal, and that was that. But it was a competitive game. Once again, the story was turnovers. The biggest, mess up was when a replacement center, David Boss, snapped the ball. He snapped it into the end zone, so of course didn't have anything else to do but
What school did he go to?
Alex Smith, Michigan.
Oh yeah.
But like I said, he's the replacement center. He don't play that position, so but yeah, Alex Smith just had to throw it out the back of the end zone for safety.
And the Saints lost Reggie Bush during the game too.
Yeah.
He's out
Yeah.
like
That's the key loss there. Huge loss.
Who?
So they got Pierre Thomas. What are the backs they got?
Who they picked
Deshaun
up?
Wynn
Keith Evans.
and yeah.
They picked up Liddell Betts. They signed Liddell Betts.
Oh, okay. He's coming off that ACL injury, ain't he?
All that Kardashian lifting caught up to Reggie Bush.
Probably so.
All right, the other thing I want to talk about, around the league, there seems to be like a trend going on, maybe an epidemic. Over the first 2 weeks, there have already been 11 quarterback changes in the league. Some of the noteworthy ones, of course, with the Browns. Well, these changes have been either due to injury or ineffectiveness. The one, of course, the one we'll talk about is the Browns with Delhomme and Wallace. So how you feel Wallace should be the starter anyway? Do you think they're going to do that the rest of the year or what?
Yeah, I think that once Delhomme is healthy, they'll go back to Delhomme. But to me, they're both kind of similar. I just like Seneca Wallace's ability to get out the pocket, but I think Wallace will eventually be the starter for at least most of the games during the season.
Okay. The other one is Philadelphia's controversy. Vic and Cobb. Yeah, he announced today that Vic's going to be the quarterback. But the question is, now what do you do about Kevin Cobb? Do you trade him? Is this going to affect his psyche? That's what everybody keeps saying.
I don't know.
I don't think you trade. I think you keep him.
If it affects it, go ahead.
You just sit him. You just sit him and have him watch.
Nah.
It's like people trying to compare Michael Vick and Kevin Cobb like they're equals. When Michael Vick started how many games? And Cole has started what, 2 or 3? Vick is a starter in this league, and he's been a starter in this league for a long time. He went to the joint, but he didn't forget those lessons he learned then. And with the humility and focus he has now, he's a more dangerous Michael Vick.
I do think if you can get like a high pick for Cobb, I would do it.
Yeah, this is true.
Kind of like what Jacksonville did years ago when they with
Brunell?
Rob Johnson when they traded him to Buffalo, got that high pick for him. That's one of those things. You do that. The other one, other controversy, Coach Carolina. I don't really think that's controversy. Matt Moore went down. Now Clausen's in. Clausen looked better in preseason too, so I don't really think that's a controversy.
Matt Moore wasn't 100% going into the game anyway, so
yeah. In Oakland now, I always forget his name. Jason Campbell's down, and they're going with
the Raiders do too.
They go with Gurkowski now. Amazing enough, he has a winning record with the Raiders since he took over the starting lineup. Since he came to starting lineup last year, I think he's like 5-4. So
Gurkowski always seems to get hurt. He has that problem with the Browns.
That's true.
If he had been more durable, he might be the Browns quarterback. And
then I guess it was the only major ones, but there have been 11 so far in the league. Next thing I want to get into is right now there are a lot of teams that started off the season off 2-0.
Yeah,
it's kind of a surprise. Houston's 2-0, Tampa's 2-0, Chicago, Miami, Pittsburgh, Kansas City all 2-0. Who is for real? Who will make the playoffs?
The only team I see on there, I think, is Houston. It's the only team I think that'll make the playoffs.
Now, Pittsburgh, I put them 2-0, but I say it's a shock because they won 2 games without Roethlisberger.
Right.
Pittsburgh is like on the borderline. I still think I picked them to finish third, so that's why I don't have them as playoff team.
What about Miami? Miami's borderline.
I can see Miami, but the only reason it would be a surprise that they make it because I mean their division is kind of crowded, just between them and the Jets and Patriots.
No chance for Kansas City, even though that weak division.
I guess anybody has a chance to be. That's still
Getting off to a 2-0 start is a big factor in that division.
And they did beat San Diego.
But then again, all the other 3 teams in that division are 1-1.
Yeah.
But Kansas City did beat San Diego.
I still think it's going to come between San Diego and Denver. One of those 2 teams are going to win the division.
I think Denver's going to be last. I think Denver's even worse than Kansas City. I don't really see nothing out of Denver. I really don't.
I mean, but you think that Denver's going to be last lower than Oakland?
Well, maybe if Gronkowski stay healthy.
Denver got some talent. I mean, they got some. I like some potential with the.
They got talent, but I don't know about their head coach. That's the thing. I don't know about him.
Yeah, it's like how does reserve player commit suicide and nobody knows anything?
Yeah, that's another point. All right, let's go on to the disappointing teams. There are 4 teams I got on here that are disappointments. Start with your Browns first, Sean.
I mean, that's normal. Why is that
It's still disappointing. I
Bay.
thought they would win those 2. Tampa Bay, Kansas City at home. It's still disappointing. You got to win one of them games.
It's still the Browns. It's like disappointing. Is like that just goes with the Browns.
Oh, but we said earlier we thought they would at least win one of them games.
Yeah, I thought they would win at least one game, but I mean,
it's still disappointing to me because
it still really surprised me.
Look,
Should it? Why be disappointed when they're disappointed every year?
I mean, it's like, you know who disappointed me? Minnesota Vikings. I'm not disappointed, but they are disappointed.
you have to be far in the face. All right, well, but
Vikings
these teams though,
Vikings on the ground.
of these teams though, which one you think can turn around to make the playoffs?
Oh, San Fran without a doubt, and
I still think Dallas can too.
They possibly can.
Yeah,
I think Minnesota in trouble. But remember, I didn't have Minnesota in the playoffs in the first place. I didn't. I had them falling off.
Truth be told, I see Detroit turning around with Minnesota.
I could see that, but not when. But once Bradford went down, that threw that out the window.
Oh, you're talking Stafford went down?
Stafford, once he went down.
Oh, Sean Hill's
Sean Hill's numbers. Yeah, he could do all right temporarily. I wouldn't trust him the whole season, but I mean, he did well when he was with San Fran. So.
But I think San Fran still going to bounce back. I think San Fran can still bounce back in that division.
They can win 7 games.
And then I think Dallas and the North, the NFC East is so
wide open.
Everybody gonna bang up with each other. I think Dallas still get back in that one.
If Dallas loses this game this week, they might not make the playoffs.
Oh yeah, that's the key game.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, and that's a good way to take a break there because when we come back, we're gonna talk about the key games for week 3, and then everybody will get their picks.